What is up, YouTube? This is Zabs of the Water, bringing you a Little Cup match with my first generation team. This team has been revised for Black White 2, and I gotta say, I like how it turned out. Looking at this team's first opponent, I'm liking what I see. It's got a lot of threatless Pokemon, but it's got some diversity there. I mean, the Mienfoo, just classic Little Cup. I mean, really, nowadays, it's almost standard like it would be an OU. He's got a Porygon, a Pineco, an Abra, which is really just the huge hitter of Little Cup, a Weasel. I really like Weasel. I wouldn't say it's a favorite of mine, but I do really like it, and a Mantike. So, let's get straight into this battle and see how this team turns out. My first opponent for my newly revised Black White 2 teams is CyberStein619, who we all know from our previous encounter. I'm going to start off with my Survivor, my Mankey, as he starts off with his Mickey, his Mienfoo. I'm going to go straight for the close combat, and because I thought he was actually going to switch out here, however he doesn't. He actually sets up a sub, and I'm like, oh no, gotta switch out, because I am Scarfed, I'm locked in, and I don't want to lose my Mankey just yet. So I'm going to switch into my True Jelly and my Tentacool, as he goes for the Drain Punch, which works great, because now my Liquid Ooze is going to take effect, and he's going to lose HP. So here he goes for the payback, and I thought that this would be enough to break his sub, so I go for the Giga Drain, but I forgot to take Eviolite into account, so it's not going to be quite enough. And not wanting to reveal his new move, I just keep going for the Giga Drains, and you'll see later on in the battle what this is. So here, I'm going to break his sub, and he's just going to pull back his Mickey and go into another poke. Thankfully, or not thankfully, but unfortunately his Regenerator is going to get him back a little below half health. So I go for the Giga Drain against his Explode, and here I'm just going to go for the knockoff to get off the to take off his Eviolite and to get ready to use my new move. He sets off a Stealth Rock, which I predict, and I go for the Rapid Spin. It does nothing, but it's not supposed to. He goes for Bug Bite. I'm guessing this is to take care of Oranberries and such. And here's my new move on Tentacool, Hydro Pump. Look how much that does. That is fantastic. I mean, I don't have any special attack, well, I do have 1 point of special attack investment, but even just stab Hydro Pump is enough to 2-hit KO a defensive Pineco, and that's just fantastic. Here, I don't want to take a Psychic to the face, so I'm going to pull back and go into my Stony, my Drowsy, as he goes for Psychic, and I'm looking, and it's like, that did way more damage than it should have, and now I see why. I accidentally gave her Leftovers instead of Eviolite, so I'm just kinda just smacking myself in the head at this point for that. So I'm guessing he was predicting the Hypnosis and switches into his iFly, his Mantike, to take it. And yeah, Leftovers is completely, I'm sorry, but Leftovers is just about useless in Little Cup. He actually goes for Sleep Talk, and that's just amazing. He switched into his Mantike expecting the Hypnosis, and he knew that it would be used to his advantage, so that was great prediction on his part. So here, I'm thinking that Stony's pretty much useless without the Eviolite, so I go ahead and go for a Wish Pass into True Jelly, my Tentacool, as he goes for another Sleep Talk, and he just rests again, which is unfortunate for him. And he's going to pull back, I'm guessing predicting the knockoff, and go back into his Mickey. And I do go for the knockoff, and I don't know why he went into this guy, so he goes for Substitute. And I'm going to go for the Giga Drain, and I get a critical hit, but it didn't matter. Without Eviolite, he's in a range where my Giga Drain can easily break his sub. Well, maybe not easily, but it would definitely break it. He goes for the payback, and it's going to do nothing. I go for Rapid Spin, just wanting to get rid of the rocks, and he's going to go for another payback, which I don't mind. I can take these all day. And going to go for a Giga Drain just to finish him off. So down goes Mickey, and True Jelly's at a good amount of health. Here he's going to switch back into his No Spoons, his Abra, and I'm just thinking, God, I don't want to switch out, and maybe I can take a Psychic at that range, but no, I can't take a Psychic at that range. So I go into my Stony again, and I'm thinking, well, why did he switch out before? Was it really a prediction, or is he Specs in some way? But he's not Specs, he just predicted the Hypnosis. And I go for the Wish, and it does great. Now here I'm thinking, even if he goes for Psychic, my Hero Rilo should be able to take it fairly well, because it is Eviolite and got pretty good stats. And I take that Shadow Ball like a champ, which means I know I can hit back hard with my new Rock Blast. That's right, Rock Blast. So that way Abra and a Focus Sash wouldn't be a problem anymore. So, thanks to REUPLOADED being such a boss, so amazingly fast and defensive, I'm able to take out this Mantike before it can have a chance to rest talk. So, down it goes, and he's going to send out his Propeller, his Buizel, and here I'm predicting the the Water-type move, so I'm going to go into Stony just for fodder. And he goes for Waterfall, down it goes. And I'm wondering, you know, this guy's known for some weird sets. So I'm going to go into my Mankey, which he probably knows is Scarfed, and see what he does. So he switches out, like I predicted. This thing is definitely choice banded. Just from that switch, I know that. And I go for the close combat. I take out his future, his Porygon, and he's going to go back into his Propeller. And here I'm thinking, you know, I don't care if it gets locked into Aqua Jet at this point, so I think I'll just go for the close combat. However, it doesn't take me out amazingly, and I'm able to KO his Propeller. So down goes Weasel, and he's going to have to switch into his next Pokemon, which happens to be Abra. So I'm going to go for a close combat just to break his Sash, and down its HP goes. It does a lot thanks to Abra having no defense. And down goes my Survivor, which, you know what, he did a lot during this battle. I'm happy. So I'm going to send out my Rhyla and just take him out the way I planned to take him out before. He goes for a Hidden Power, and look at that. I take that. I'm not even down to my Sturdy. So I go for Earthquake, it takes him out, and that's going to be the end of the battle. Thanks for that battle, CyberStein619. I had a lot of fun using this new team. Alright, so let's get to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I'm going to give you guys an update. So, all my teams are updated for Black and White 2, however, because there are some technical difficulties, I won't bore you guys with the details. I'm not able to upload them in the Black and White 2 format using the game. I've got the ROM, the English ROM, and I've got an English copy of the game so I can back up my save files to it and record through the ROM. But I don't have the necessary codes to make it work. And if you guys really want more details, just put them in the comments and I'll answer them there. But yeah, that's all there is to that. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge.